Okay, there's a lot going on in my house this morning. There's a friend here and Bill's trying to fix my computer, so I might have some of this on mute or you might just hear a conversation. But my idea, my plan here is to go over this and embed some of this string in a design in the background and then gesso over it. So I'm going to go ahead and just start doing that. No idea how I want it to end up, but I do know if I use gel medium, I'll be able to do it quicker. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And of course, there had to be coffee because, you know, I can't do Inspiration Wednesday without a nice cup of coffee. So I'm going to start ahead and clean off my brush and just start putting some gel medium on the page and start putting that string in place. I put the wax paper down because it's not really dry and I don't like to wait. So now I'm going to put gesso over this just to embed it into the background. So need my clips. Put that down. There we go. I'm going to need some book text in here, so I'm going to tear perfect circles. See how perfect my circles are? I'd like to kind of fit them into spots like that. That works. I'm going to use some quick dry glue. Could use gel medium, but for this it's just spot adhering and I kind of like that better. I might put gel medium over them, but for right now I'm just going to tear a piece of paper and put some quick dry glue in there. I think now I'm just going to embed them into the background a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of paint down and kind of just whitewash a little bit over them just to get them kind of dulled down. I'd like to actually get it so that the background where it touches the canvas is a little bit more white and it kind of gradually progresses into the book text, but we'll see what we can do here. I might not like it at all, but there's no going back. Only forward motion. I want to see if I can get some of the center of that text to come out by wetting the towel and kind of blotting over the center part of that text, just to bring out the fact that there is text on there. I'm just spraying a towel with a little bit of water. Some of them might have dried. Oh, hello. Dried a little too long. Alright, I'm going to dry that, see what we get, and then start putting some paint over it. So I would say I dried it about 70%. And what I'm going to do is hopefully make a patina over this around the edges. I'm going to use my 1-inch brush and I'm going to go into, I put some cobalt teal, some white gesso, and some Indian yellow hue over here. The first thing I'm going to do is kind of make a cobalt teal bluish kind of coat. Start here. It should be catching on the background text. It should be catching on the string. Go all the way over here. Probably need to take the clip off. Clean off my brush, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of the Indian yellow hue. Stay with me because I know it looks scary. Just stay with me. Okay, I'm gonna dry this just a little bit so that my colors aren't gonna make mud when they blend together. Just a little bit of that. Just a little bit more. Stay with me, because I know you're thinking that's the ugliest color donut I have ever seen. Thanks. Now I'm going to put some cobalt teal and some white. A little bit more white. Maybe a lot more white. I told you to stay with me, but I'm not altogether happy with it. So I can go backwards. One of the cool things about using paint is if you don't like it, guess what? Add more white just over it so that you do like it. So I'm just going to dry this and see if I can't make this white again. Of course, I don't have patience. I'm not waiting for it to dry, but that's okay too. There you go, look at that, perfectly white again. At least in the center. Believe it or not, this extra layer is probably going to make it look the way I wanted it to in the first place. Need more gesso in there, and I'm drying as I'm painting. Kind of secretly hoping that it doesn't go to crap while I'm doing it. This area here is what I really wanted it to look like. So I'm going to go over this just a little bit more. I really want gesso this side too. And hopefully it'll look like patina when I'm done. Alright, shall we try again? We shall. Try that. Alright, I kind of like that though. Let's see if we can get that turquoise and that white to be more of a patina this time. A little bit more of a patina. That's how it really kind of looked. Right. There you go. A little bit more turquoise. I think it's the yellow. I think I need more yellow. But you know what? I'll just keep going over it in layers like this. But I do think it's that yellow that needs to be in there that's going to really make it look patinaed. Alright, Indian yellow hue. Here I go. I'm going for it. One layer was good and 2 layers were good. Well, I'm just going to keep layering. Apparently, I want to put another turquoise layer on here. Just can't get enough. I'm singing. See? I have to catch myself. The singing thing, it's really not my best attribute. Ideally, I think the page ended up with the color I wanted it to be, but it took a long time to get there. But I don't know, I had this idea in my head of what it was going to look like. Of course, I had the idea for just this, and then the ideas stopped. So I don't really know what I'm doing on top of it now that I've got all that done. Yeah, this could be interesting because now I have no idea. So I'll be back in a minute. Thinking I want to try a little image transfer. So I'm going to go into my gel medium here. And I'm going to image transfer kind of right there. Put some gel medium down. Now I don't know how the string, that texture in there, is going to affect my image transfer, but we're soon going to find out. And I've got a couple book pages here. Just press them down like this. And then maybe this one kind of right here. Another page here. And we'll just see what we get. I'm gonna let this dry, press it down really good. Let it dry for about a minute and then come back. Let's say that's been about 45 seconds, but I'm gonna start just to check it and see if it's transferred. Looks like it's transferring. I'm gonna kind of zoom in on it for you. See if you can see that. Looks like it is transferring. There's lots of layers on there, so I was a little worried it was gonna pick up the paint, but it looks pretty good. Actually, it looks really good. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and I'll be back. All right, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try writing with India ink and a script brush. And I'm gonna write "Know Who You Are" across here, I think. Let's see. Happy with the way this turned out. I really even like my writing. It says, know who you are, know what you want, be brave. I love that message, and I want that to be the message to you today. I think that's awesome, especially on the heels of the Canvas class, because that's really what happened. Know who you are, know what you want, be brave, just do it. I think that's a fabulous message for today. So I think I'm finished with this today, and I'm gonna put a tag on there for my date, and I kind of shared with you last week that I have new tags. You know, I have some different holes. I've got new holes. And again, not to be said in many circles that you have new holes, but I think I'm going to put this one on there. And I'm going to tear it just like I always did. And it needs a date. And I think a piece of masking tape on there might be a cool way to mask the book text. Printing on there, and then get my date stamp. Today is the 11th. At least I think it's the 11th. If not, today is going to be the 11th. Get the stays on. Woohoo! Hey, that came out pretty good. That's probably my best stamp ever. It's a good day. It's a very good day. Alright, put that away, and we're gonna tiny attach that sucker right to my book. It might have taken me a while to get that background today, but I am so elated with what the page ended up with. 2, 3, because I'm OCD. And that's it for today. If you have the time today, go ahead and write that. Doodle it somewhere. Doodle it and believe it. Know who you are, know what you want, be brave. And no matter what it is, whether it's cooking or shopping or dressing or creating, it doesn't matter what it is, just be brave. Make a decision and go for it today. All right, that's it. Inspiration Wednesday for today. See you next week.